Good evening. Do you live your life to the fullest? Interesting question, isn't it? Jasmine Von Hall with Elite Daily wrote about how when you dedicate yourself to living your life to the fullest, you feel like you can overcome anything. Each day is an opportunity for greatness, and you feel fresh and ready to find it. I've thought about this question a lot, and I've decided I need to start trying new things that I think that I would enjoy, things that will make me feel alive. So I made a bucket list. I think everyone needs to really work on crossing things off their bucket list. So what's the first thing I'm gonna do? I plan to go cliff jumping. Today, I will be telling you about why I've always wanted to go cliff jumping, the obstacles that have kept me from already going, my plan for how I'm going to accomplish this, as well as my predictions for how it will go. First, I'm going to explain to you what cliff jumping is and why I've always wanted to do it. In case you do not already know, cliff jumping is where you literally jump off of a cliff into water that is about 30 to 50 plus feet below you. I've always wanted to go cliff jumping because it's a blend of some of my favorite things: to be in nature and to get an adrenaline rush. Now, to be honest, I first learned about cliff jumping when I was a child by watching the scene in Twilight, and I was absolutely amazed. The scenery was so beautiful, and I was so curious about what it would feel like just making that leap towards the water. Would it be freeing? Would I be terrified? The other reason why I really wanted to go is because I want to experience that adrenaline rush, but that fear. In an interview with Red Bull, this World Series athlete Ginger Huber claimed that cliff diving is like being on a roller coaster. I love roller coasters and the rush that I can experience on them, so if I can get that same feeling from cliff jumping, I'm interested to face my fear and try it out. Next, we have Andy Jones, an American stuntman and a cliff diver, and he said, if you're not afraid of doing a dive, it's probably not a good sign. It's something that you have to overcome. You need to feel the fear, and that speaks to me. I think I've let fear hold me back for way too long, and I want to know that I can now be in control. Now that you've heard a bit about what cliff diving is and why it's piqued my interest, I'm going to explain the reasons I've not gone yet. Biggest reason right here is my fear. I have not already gone cliff jumping because I've been way too afraid. My biggest obstacle keeping me from going has just been this fear holding me back. I would not say I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of the jump and of the potential risk for injury. Any mistake, you could break your bones. The smaller reasons why I've not gone cliff jumping is I didn't know where to go. I live in the suburbs of Sugar Land, Texas, and I didn't think that there was anywhere to go near me. I didn't think about Austin. I didn't really look into any of this. I had heard places in other states, but I never knew that it would be so close. The other reasons, I did not know who to go with. I didn't plan any times. All of my siblings are busy with work and school, and I didn't get it planned out. I didn't get it situated. But now it's summer, and now we're free, and I can choose a time. I'm not allowing these obstacles to hold me back any longer. It is time to live. And lastly, I'll explain my game plan for how I'm finally going to go cliff jumping and my predictions for what it will be like. I've researched about where I want to go cliff jumping, and I've come up with how I think it'll actually go. I think it's pretty common for people to come up with ideas but never really plan them out. At first, I wanted to go to a place my brother went, a really cool spot in Oklahoma, but then that brings up the issue of how to get there. The best option is in Texas. I landed on a place in Austin called Pace Bend Park, and it seems really nice. It's about an hour away from my brother's place in Georgetown, but I can go there, and I have researched a lot on TripAdvisor about the safest part to go, which is the eastern side between Baldwin and Giles Cove. It has a $10 entry fee, and like I said, I can stay at my brother's place about an hour away, so my plan is all situated, and I will be going there sometime in August when I'm off work. So that's the timing checked off, and then I can go with my siblings, since they'll be free, probably my brother. So now onto my predictions. I know I'll be terrified, but afterwards I will feel amazing. As I'm standing on that cliff, I know my heart's gonna be racing and my hands are gonna be shaking, and I'm standing there with thoughts running through my head, and how am I gonna jump? Just looking over the edge, just completely terrified, but feeling that adrenaline start to come. Once I jump, I know I'll gasp or I'll scream, and I'm flying through the air towards the water. I know I'll be filled with that adrenaline rush and feel so free, like I'm flying, have my arms wide out, just letting myself feel the wind and hear all the loud noises. And then finally, once I've hit the water and I'm coming up for air, I'll probably let out a huge laugh and have a huge smile. I'll be so proud of myself for taking that leap. And I know that I'll want to do it again. And I'll probably just do it again. But I'll be so happy I have taken that fear and I have just thrown it away. But now that you've heard about why I've always wanted to do this, the reasons I haven't already, my plan and my predictions, I think it is a good time to refresh you on why I wanted to do any of this in the first place. But just a quick reminder, you did hear about that cliff jumping is where you jump off of a cliff into water that's 30 to 50 feet below you. You heard about my reasons because of fear and I didn't have anywhere to go or anyone to go with and how I planned it all out. And my predictions for how I'll be so excited but afraid, just finally taking control of my fear. We need to stop holding ourselves back. Education and our work is not end all be all. There's more to life. You can make the time to do things that you enjoy. We need to start living it. We need to start living our life. Take control of your fears and do not let it hold you back anymore. Now, I'm gonna go jump off a cliff, but what are you gonna do? How are you going to take control of your life and not let fear hold you back anymore? Thank you.